Hey, I forgot my phone in there. Can I come in? Well, then hurry up already. You've already been in there for almost 10 minutes, if not longer. I don't even know what could possibly take this long. Well, whatever it is, just give me my phone back after you're done. And by done, I mean like presumably within the next couple of minutes if you can. But either way, I'll just be waiting on the. Oh, well, okay. Thanks, I guess. That ended up being a lot quicker than I would have thought, but I guess that's what I asked for, so. Oh, yeah, it's nothing much. I just needed to text one of my friends back. She was asking me if she wanted to hang out for a bit on Saturday, since she was still in town for the weekend. She asked me to let her know ASAP, so that's what I'm trying to do. Don't know what the rush is, but she probably would have told me if it was really that important. Yeah, looking back on it, maybe I could have just waited for you, but where's the fun in that? I mean, you were in there for the longest time, and don't even try to say otherwise, because you definitely were. What were you even doing anyway? With every minute that passed, you've gotten me even more curious to the point to where I just have to know. And don't give me some lame excuse. Just tell me. Like, what do you mean nothing much? Obviously, it has to be something, otherwise, you wouldn't have changed out of that t shirt you've been wearing for the past 2 days. And by the looks of it, it seems like someone also decided to comb their hair too. There's gotta be some sort of big occasion going on, right? I couldn't think of any other reason for you freshening up for once. But at the same time, I don't remember you saying you were going anywhere today. So I don't know what to think. Well, then, what is it? You're gonna start driving me nuts if you don't tell me. What's the big deal? You almost seem embarrassed. Why do you not want me knowing? Come on, just say it. I promise I won't tell a soul of your whereabouts. Unless. Wait, tell me I'm mistaken. Did a certain person finally find themselves a date? No, there is no way. I refuse to believe it. No, that's the only thing that would make sense. Why else would you put so much time into your appearance trying to look your best? Plus, I know you've been trying to find a girlfriend for a while now. I guess it'll only be a matter of time before you found one. Oh, come on, please. Don't give me that. You've made it so apparently obvious it's insulting you don't think I know. Do I really have to tell you? I mean, there are so many examples of you trying to talk up some of my friends to the point where I've lost count. I was just waiting for the day when you would shoot your shot on me. But despite all those attempts, it seems like they're all still none the wiser. Let's just say your quote unquote flirting has much to be desired. Not saying you're bad at that kind of stuff, it's just that there's just some room for improvement. Don't get me wrong, some of them are kind of decent, but it's still, well, you know. But whatever, that's besides the point. Who's the lovely girl that you've been seeing? You got a picture? Ugh, just got the act already. It's starting to get a little annoying if you ask me. Just tell me. Can I at least know her name? Well, what is it? Why do you have to think? I assume you know your soon to be girlfriend's name, right? If not, we might just have ourselves a problem. Hmm. Oh, really? You're kidding. What are the chances we would have had the same name? That's gotta be a 1 in a million chance. I mean, I've never met a person with my name before, but I guess somehow you did. Although, if you wanted to find someone with such a beautiful name, you could have just asked me. Would have saved you a lot of the trouble. Just a thought. I'm just messing with you. You know I love to poke a little fun. I know, even though she's not me, I'm sure she must be just as great, if not greater, in her own way. At least good enough to keep you around. How long have you known her for? I'm surprised I haven't seen her around, let alone even heard of her. Wait, what? You're not telling me? What did I tell you about using dating apps? I thought we talked about this a long time ago. You know how unreliable they are? You can't just expect to find the love of your life just by scrolling through something you got off the App Store. That's an easy way to screw up your dating life. You actually have to know them and talk to them. Like, I'm talking almost best friends. Otherwise, you're just going in blind and knowing nothing about them. Like, hypothetically, I'd be a perfect example of someone you should date. Oh, really? You already know a lot about her? Just because you talked on the phone for a few days doesn't mean you know her life story. I could probably ask you anything and you'd have no clue. All right then. When was she born? Or at least what year? I'll make it easier on you. Well, yeah, that's what I thought. I can tell you're figuring it out based on her age. Don't think you're slick. Just tell me you don't know. Save you the trouble. Just whatever. Who knows? I'm probably just overthinking it, right? I'm sure you'll probably be fine. No, it's really fine. Really. It doesn't matter. As long as you think you found someone right for you. I mean, it's not like you could have asked anybody else. Hey, all that matters is that you got a date. And if you really like her that much, I'm sure everything will go perfectly fine. I don't even know why I'm stressing so much over something so meaningless. I'm happy for you. I'm glad you found someone. Now, you should probably get going. We wouldn't want to keep her waiting any longer. That would be a bad impression if you were late, don't you think? You know what? I'll drive you. I was gonna leave to go to the store anyway, so why not? Plus, no offense, but my car also looks a little nicer. I just got it last year. No, I'm serious. Come on, let's go. It's no big deal, I promise. I said it was no big deal. Now, are you coming with me or not? Oh my gosh, what's your deal? I said I was all right. I don't know why you wouldn't believe me. Just, okay, maybe I'm just a little jealous of her, but why should you care? It doesn't affect you. It actually would affect you less if you'd stop asking. Or not. You know, have you ever stopped to think about who you haven't asked out yet? There's so many people out there, but somehow you seem to be forgetting about the most obvious one. Yes, me. Who else would I be talking about? You're making it sound like I'm not the most obvious person you can think of. For some reason, you always try to hit on one of my friends, but then leave me out of it. Why? It's not like I've been dropping subtle hints this entire time that I've liked you. When you said you wanted to start using dating apps, the only reason I said no was so you'd maybe give me a chance instead of some random girl, but obviously that didn't work. No, it's not your fault. You can't control who you like, and I completely understand that. It's unfortunately just how it went. Believe me, I'm not upset or anything. That would be stupid, but I don't know. Ugh, I shouldn't have even said anything. Should have just kept my mouth shut. I really never would have thought I could get that jealous. I mean, I was always kind of worried that you would find someone else, but I tried not to think about it too much. Well, I guess until now, anyway. But it's fine, really. We should probably get going. Maybe if I break the speed limit, we can make it in time. Look, don't. Wait, what? Say that again? You never had a date? What are you talking about? Come on, don't pity me. You just said that you had a date and you were getting ready to leave. I mean, look at you. Why else would you be all dressed up? I even asked you. Why wouldn't you have just said that then? You could have just said I was wrong or just kept insisting. No, I refuse to believe that this was just a joke. You went on for so long and played it off so well. Then how did you know so much about her? You gave me a whole description about her name and her name. She had the same name as me. How could I have not noticed? I forgot how much you suck at improvising. I should have picked up on that sooner. Although I don't think that's what I was worried about. Well, that still doesn't explain why you're wearing all these nice clothes. Where else could you be going? Wait, that restaurant? Like the fancy one I was telling you about? Since when? Who are you going with? You can't just be going by yourself. That wouldn't make any sense. What do you mean it's complicated? It's a pretty simple question. Who are you going with? Well, you want to go with me? No one else, just me. Wait, was I the person you were planning on going with the entire time? So you never had plans with anyone else? So you had a crush on me this whole time? Wait, this is so confusing. How? What if I would have said no? Then all of this would have been for nothing. Yeah, I want to go, but my question still stands. How did you know I wouldn't say no? Were you just guessing or just hoping I would say yes? But at the same time, you seemed so confident that I would. There's no way you knew I had a crush on you, right? I mean, right? Did you know? Really? I mean, I guess I never really tried to hide it in the first place. I was always hoping you'd find out one way or another, but I never would have expected you to just keep it a secret. No offense to your little surprise you got going, but you really should have just told me. That would have saved me a lot of stress. Plus, that joke you pulled nearly sent me into a heart attack. But I can't complain. I find it kind of sweet, actually. I can't think of anybody but you who go through all the trouble to confess to me like this. Maybe that's why I like you so much. There's that and a bunch of other reasons, of course, but I think I'd spend way too much time naming each of your qualities. Speaking of which, what time was your reservation at? I don't think there's any possible way we can make it anymore. Plus, I have to get dressed and. Oh, well, then how much time do we have? I swear I won't take that long to get dressed, unlike some people. Another 45 minutes? Geez, that's a long time. Did you really have to get dressed this early? Well, if you knew I was going to say yes, there was no need to have to look that good for it. But I guess it was a nice touch, even if I interrupted your plan a little earlier than expected. Hey, don't blame me. Blame my friend. Last time I checked, I thought ASAP meant ASAP, but not anymore. I gotta tell her all about this afterwards. She'll probably get a good laugh out of it. Somehow I bet she'll pretend to take all the credit for this, even if it was bound to happen one way or another. But anyway, I think I should start getting ready. Gotta take a shower and everything before we go. Wouldn't want to actually be late. Well, if I'm gonna look my best, I'd have to be on my first date, especially if I'm going with you. And there's no way I'm gonna let you outdress me. Oh, just you wait. I'm sure you'll be surprised to say the least. I've been preparing for a moment like this for a while. I've already planned my outfit down to the T, and let's just say you'll be impressed. I guess we'll just have to see. All right, well, let me go get my stuff on. I'll try not to keep you waiting too long, although, no promises. Hey, I'll try my best, all right? I mean, come on. If you were able to keep this secret for who knows how long, I'm sure an extra 20 minutes wouldn't kill you. Don't worry, if I find you dead, I'll make sure to turn myself in. Okay, I'll be back in a sec. Just sit tight. Don't miss me too much.